social media can be so negative because of, number one, the society we live in.
Yeah.
People already look at other people and expect you to live a similar lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, people can look at Bosain Bougie
Yeah.
and Cinema Kateni and all these other influencers who portray a certain lifestyle,
Yes.
and expect you as an influencer to live like them, to always get flowers every day. And if you don't know yourself, you will end up doing scary things.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, family. Yes, welcome to Redirecting Lives, the podcast where we're dealing with teen issues, how we navigate life as young adults, and also talking about CEOs, their crowns and their scars. Most of us, we normally see people that have made it, but we don't know how the pain that they've actually endured before they get to where they are. Today we have Lona, who has embraced us, accepted the invitation, and once again, thank you for accepting the invite to come and tell us about the scars to be where you are. You know, when we see you on social media, we envy you. You are our role model. Some of us, we want to know, how did you get there? How did you make it? Unpack it for us. Tell us all.
Hi guys, I'm Pretty Lona, aka Bussy. So Pretty Lona is like my alter ego.
Okay.
So growing up, I grew up alone. I'm the only child, by the way.
Oh,
So I'd get bored. And the only thing that was there was phones, laptops. So I'd entertain myself using phones and laptops. And that's where the love of social media and being an influencer came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying your friends, literally, you kept yourself busy with gadgets.
Yeah.
So you are those kids when we go home to visit our grannies.
I'm in the room alone watching something or
No,
taking
you're
videos.
asking her, Mommy, where we going? Is there Wi-Fi?
Yes. I always
no-
ask, if there's no Wi-Fi, I'm not going. I'm staying home.
Wow.
But yeah, so I
Okay.
grew up I wouldn't say lonely because I enjoyed my own space. I feel like I'm an introvert. I'm a little bit of both.
Okay.
But in primary, I was worse. Like when I was young, because I was bullied also. So I just shied away from everything, and social media was my safe space.
Okay.
So grade 8, that's when I started my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And I honestly started it because everyone was talking about Instagram. And I was like, okay, let me also start it.
Okay.
It was nothing planned. I'd never thought that I would be big ever. It was just for fun.
Okay, it was never about business,
No.
starting being an influencer that is recognized.
When I started, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just on social media because everyone is on social media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And then here you are. Then you've actually grown. Now, tell us more. Yes, you were forever in your room with your gadgets and so forth. And then what happened? What inspired you to start? To finally decide, now I'm gonna go big. Yes.
So when I was during lockdown, when I was in grade 10, people were always free because everyone was in lockdown. We all home. It's a pandemic. It's tough, right?
Okay.
So now people started watching TikTok a lot. It became a thing. So I started TikTok, and the first month I started TikTok, like my videos would blow up.
Oh, okay.
It was to a point by people from church would tell my parents, we want to see Bussy, you want to take pictures of Bussy. My parents would come to me and be like, hey, this person doesn't believe that you're my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't really acknowledge the fact that I was getting big until my parents would come to me and tell me their friends are talking about me at work.
Okay.
And so from then on, people kept telling me, why don't you just try and be an influencer? And also because I love it, it's my passion. I was like, yeah. Then I decided to full on take it, yeah.
Okay.
Because I love it so much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what does it take to be an influencer? Unpack it for us. Your daily routine in the morning, during the day. You know, what does it take?
I would say it takes planning. Just like any regular job, you plan, you go to work. With being an influencer, you do the same thing, but on camera. Okay. So with me, I plan how my week is going to go. So I dedicate certain days to shooting content. So I know that whole day I'm shooting content. And even if I have to change outfits in one day, I will do it just so I can have a lot of content to post. You have to be very consistent.
Okay.
You shouldn't give up. It happened so many times where I tried taking pictures and there was no lighting. I had to try again the next day. I have to redo my makeup, redo my hair, repeat that outfit.
Okay.
To try again and take pictures again
until you get it right.
Yeah, so you have to be very patient with yourself. Don't compare yourself with anyone.
Okay.
Be yourself, be authentic, be yourself. And I feel like people who try too much to be other people end up just falling off because you were never yourself. So you can't keep up to that person's personality.
Okay.
So be yourself, be free and patient. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all
and
it
be
takes.
consistent.
And be consistent.
Okay. Wow. So now, in terms of the equipments, because that is number one issue, how did you then navigate that part?
I remember when I was in
Did
grade
you have a
9.
beautiful or your most recent smartphone too?
No.
How did you do it?
When I started, I had a movie star, guys.
Wow.
By the way. By the way. In grade 9, I had a movie cell. And like I was so demotivated because I was in a private school. People have iPhones. Blah, blah. I even hid the movie cell logo with a sticker.
Okay.
Because I was so like embarrassed.
Wow.
And then you guys can call me crazy now. But I remember I told my parents that I want an iPhone.
Okay.
And they were like, it's expensive. And I was like, but I want it. I even literally wrote on the wall, I want an iPhone by the garage door. So every time they come in, they can see how bad I want it. So I started with an iPhone 6. They got me an iPhone 6.
Right.
When it comes to camera quality, I feel like there is no need to buy a 15. Get a young iPhone X. It's fine. It's going to work. You just need to know how to put your settings correct and also lighting. That's the most important thing.
Okay. Well, that's so nice, especially with you telling us we can start with our little Mobicel and gradually grow into it. So now, when you started, you said you were at school. You were still a student. Didn't your parents get worried a bit to say it might have a bearing on your studies, on your grades?
In the beginning, yes. But eventually, because of planning, I knew how to schedule my week. So from Monday until Friday, I'd go to school, come back and study. Fridays, I'll take a break and take videos. Saturdays, I'm taking videos. Sundays, I'm doing my homework and assignments. So after I scheduled my week, that's when they were like, okay,
all right,
it's not disturbing your grades, because I was passing. So they're like, as long as you're passing and you're also excelling with media, then do you.
Okay, all right. So at least there was no stage where it had like a negative impact at all.
No.
Okay, great. Then now you get to matric. Then what? Because of in matric you have to make sure that you put your all.
In
make sure
matric,
that you pass.
In matric, if I'm being honest, I took a break.
Okay.
My matric year, I took a break. I wasn't posting on social media. I even lost a lot of followers.
Okay.
I think when I was in matric, I had like 50K followers.
Okay.
And when
40K.
Yeah.
Wow.
On Instagram.
So it took you, how long did it take you to get to 1,000 views?
Now I'm on 100K. I recently hit 100K like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, shout out to you guys. Okay. Oh, nice one.
So
yes.
it took years. It took years, but it's because at some point, like with me, the only thing I always struggled with was consistency.
Okay.
Like I can be consistent to a certain point, and then I'm gonna go back to relaxing because I see, okay, I have followers, they're still there. But grade 12, I knew I had to put my studies first. And to everyone, I wanna let you guys know that school is very important. Like right now, I probably wouldn't be here because I wouldn't be able to speak properly. Yes. So you guys need to finish school. At least just have your matric and then pursue whatever that you want to pursue, because school is very important. You'll never know what's going to happen.
Oh, great. That's so important.
Yeah.
Because our kids, they like thinking once you're making the money, what's the point of going to school,
Yeah.
And forgetting that you'll still want that information. So nice. I hope you've had, guys. Yes.
So I knew in grade 12 that I had to prioritize my school.
Okay.
Because my main motive was to complete school, go to university,
Yes.
and study what I'm passionate about.
Which
And
is
that's
what you do.
Which is what I do right now.
Oh, great. Yes.
So yeah, I took a break. I lost a lot of followers. I went from 40, 50K to 30, 20. No, not 20, but like 30, 35. And I was okay with, because I know I was okay with it because I know my priorities. Like
Yes.
school is important.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, in as much as I lost so many followers, I got my matric certificate.
Oh, which is great.
Yeah, and
So,
I bounced back.
What you're telling us literally is that we need to learn how to prioritize.
Yes.
We need to set our priorities
Straight.
very straight and not allow distractions to
Yes.
actually come in our way. I hope, guys, you've heard that those that are interested in pursuing this route, this new career path, please make sure that you do your all in terms of your grades, so that parents can actually buy in. And I think I'm saying it from a perspective that I'm a parent too,
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow a situation where my kids are doing this and it has a negative impact on their grades.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing, guys, to actually have some money, generate money whilst you're still young, whilst you're still a student, but not forgetting that it should have a dent onto our main goal, your goal, which is whatever that you want to pursue. Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Lona. Yes, tell us more.
So yeah, I prioritized school, got my matric certificate, and I've always had supporting parents. And I feel like it was also because I knew how to balance school and social media. So they were very supportive. I remember when I was in grade 12, I was working at a radio station, which my dad was the one who organized everything for me.
Wow, that's so nice. Wow, thank you. Thanks to your parents.
Thanks to them. Shout out to my parents.
Oh, great. Yes.
So yeah, they've always been supportive. And I remember grade 12 when I was applying, I applied for law. Because I've always wanted to be a lawyer with everything in me. Even my parents knew. I did history at school and geo and business because I knew I was going to dive more into business or being a lawyer.
Okay. Wow.
So grade 12, I applied for that. And then my mom behind my back applied for media.
Okay. And then your application did not go through.
It went through. I got accepted.
Okay.
And December, she just told me, she was like, Busi, you have been accepted at so-and-so institution.
Yes.
And I was like, what? I didn't apply there. She's like, yeah, I did it for you. We want you to pursue it because we can see how passionate you are.
And the potential.
Yeah, and the potential.
Okay, wow. That's so nice. So nice to have supporting parents. It is important that we support our children's endeavors. Yes, with some sit down, to make sure that whatever that they pursue, it's still in line with whatever that they're doing. So it must not be completely out. Oh, yes.
And also, I feel like for my parents to be so supportive was because I've always been a good child to my parents. I've never sneaked out. I was never a bad child. My parents can never sit here and be like, yo, busi nara sokodisa, yo, neremto pastrating.
Yeah.
Never that. I respect my parents with everything in me.
Oh,
so I feel like because of that respect that I gave them, they gave it back. Because a lot of students think that parents are unfair, but they're also unfair to parents.
Yes.
Because they want to be under their roof and behave the way they want to behave. And I always, like today, I sat down and I thank my parents so much for being so strict, because I feel like had it not been them being strict, I would have turned out different.
Yeah.
But because of them trying to guide me and me actually listening to my parents when they guide me, I'm here today during my third year, doing something that I'm passionate about, while having their support.
Okay. Wow, guys, that was so mouthful, especially to teenagers out there, because sometimes we forever think we are right. When parents try to guide us, we tend to do something else that is different. You've heard it from Lona, to say for her to be where she is, she had to be very, very, very disciplined, and decide, to say, I'm going to listen to my parents, because I can tell you, there is no parent who can bring you to this earth and then about lawyer,
or for them to watch you fail in life.
Yes, because parents, they've got, your best interest at heart. Wow, so nice. Wow, powerful. Yes.
So
wow.
yeah,
That was very nice, especially for even your parents to go and say, you know what, we'll help her, we'll apply for her so that she can then pursue what she's doing. Wow, that was so great. Okay, fast forward, now you are where you are now. Yes, and you're making money, I think.
Yeah.
Because take us through, how do we make sure that we make the money, we become viral, or the video that we are posting becomes viral, so that we get some views? How do we make sure?
I feel like now getting views is so easy.
Oh, okay.
It's so easy because once you hop on a trend, you're going to trend. Automatically, you're going to trend. And also, it depends on you as a person. Like, personally, for me, I don't like having a bad reputation just to get views. I wouldn't want that for my image.
Yeah.
So a lot of people can cause drama. I'm not the type to get views from drama. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Because I think of the future. I want to work with big brands, guys. One day, I want to see myself working with Maybelline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Maybelline. I don't know, SABC, BET, but like if you have a bad reputation, like they're not gonna really want you.
Yeah.
And nowadays people forget about that, the bigger picture of how you can turn out if you're to have a good reputation.
Yeah.
So trending is easy. Just hop on a trend. If you see something trending, people are getting views from that specific sound, hop on it. And keep up with the consistency. But got your reputation. Got yourself, protect yourself. Make sure you build a good reputation, especially if you want to be big.
Okay.
If you know that you want to work with big brands and become a Bonang Matebe in the future, you cannot have scandals, like a lot of scandals every single time.
A lot of drama.
Yeah, brands don't want drama. And they're certainly not going to want you. So my advice, shy away from drama if you know you want to work with big brands. But if you just want to trend, you can go crazy.
Wow, that's so nice. Now, social media. Let's go to social media. Social media can be nice and can be good. Tell us about the disadvantages and the advantages of social media.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the negative part of social media.
Yeah.
Social media can be so negative because of, number one, the society we live in. People already look at other people and expect you to live a similar lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like people can look at Bosain Bougie and Cinema Kateni and all these other influencers who portray a certain lifestyle and expect you as an influencer to live like them, to always get flowers every day. And if you don't know yourself, you will end up doing scary things to keep up on social media just because of the society.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the biggest con of being on social media. Another one is, guys, you putting yourself out there, right, for people to share their opinions of you. And it's not always going to be good. You're going to get people who say hateful stuff. Like, how can someone do this? How can you say this to someone? How do you sleep at night calling someone names? So that's another thing. It can also make you so insecure. Some people actually go as far as trying to commit suicide because that is cyberbullying at the end of the day. So you need to know that certain things like that are going to happen because not everyone is going to like you. And it's okay. It's up to you on how you're going to handle it.
But who cares? Why should it bother you?
You shouldn't care.
You shouldn't care whether they say negative things or they don't.
They'll always talk.
They will always talk. People do talk, and waste time. But it's so nice for you to tell us that you need to have a thick skin in order for you to survive.
And you need to know yourself. You need to know why you're doing it.
Yes.
Once you know the purpose of why you're doing it, nothing will shake you.
Yeah. Well, That's so nice. That's so nice, guys. Okay, now, yes, I've heard you in terms of that. Now, the social media, in terms of you being an influencer, are you guys real? You know, because sometimes we tend to, the pictures that we see, are they being photoshopped or are they real?
If I'm gonna be so honest, guys, that and other influencers know this.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Okay.
We're not always real.
Oh, okay.
I don't Photoshop. For me personally, I don't want to look different when people see me in person.
Yeah.
But the times where I edit so I
Okay.
can look smooth and,
Okay.
you know.
All right.
But if I'm being honest with you, a lot of people, a lot of influencers Photoshop. They make their bums bigger,
Wow.
small. Like they make sure they have small waist. They look light skinned. Marahomon in person, it's like, who's this?
It's not the same person.
Yeah.
Kilituni.
Kimang, cousin, chomi. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Influencers do Photoshop. They Photoshop. Some use Face app, and they overuse it, where they look unreal. Learn a whole another picture. You're like, ah.
Then you're no longer authentic.
Yeah, now you're no longer authentic because now you look like a doll.
Guys, make sure that you remain authentic. You are yourself, because out there when we meet you, actually there'll be something else. Now, how do you balance your personal life as Busi and Pretty Luna, you know, out there in the street? Because, you know, once you are recognized, people come rushing, want pictures and so forth.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
People, every time people meet me, they always say, I thought you were going to be mean.
You're going to be
mean.
Mean.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I'm a very sweet person. I'm very nice.
Okay.
Like, for me, Pretty Lona is my alter ego.
Okay.
It's someone that is there on the internet. But once you see me in real life, you're going to meet Busi.
Okay.
No, like all the time. Whether you're a fan, you're my friend, you're my family, you're going to meet Busi. So I'm open to taking pictures. Like I've had a situation where I was at a restaurant having lunch with a friend and someone just asked for pictures while I was eating. And I was like, it's okay. I stood up and I was like, fine, I'm gonna take pictures with you because I feel like I'm a normal person.
Okay.
I don't view myself as an influencer.
Oh,
I feel like I'm just like you and everyone else who's watching this.
Oh, guys.
So yeah.
Nice. So please, once you get there, please make sure that you stay humble. You don't become something else that we don't know. That's so nice. Another thing is, okay, now social media influencer, it comes with money.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not doing this for nothing. But tell us or educate us, how can we best manage the money? You know, we've seen people that have been there, you know.
Yeah.
Celebs, business people, we name them, where they've literally now they don't have anything. If there was an advice that you can give to us inspiring ones, you know, we aspire to be where you are, how do we make sure that we handle our money effectively?
The first key is don't try and live a life you can't afford. That's where everything starts.
Yeah.
Let's say as an influencer, you can probably get gigs that pay you 1K, right?
Yes.
Because of a lifestyle that you want. You want that lifestyle, wearing wigs, change them every week. You're going to take that 1,000 and buy hair. You don't have money for transport for the next gig or anything. It starts there. Just live a lifestyle that you can afford. It's okay. In life, we grow, we elevate. The more you work and you save your money, the more you're going to grow and the more money you'll get in the future. But if you're going to try and force and live a lifestyle that you can't afford to prove a point to people, that's going to be your downfall.
Because now basically you cannot identify between your needs and your wants.
And your wants. Because you want a lot.
A people's pleaser.
Yes.
Okay.
Just so you can be praised and worshipped and respected. So that's where the downfall is. When you want respect by using money and you know you can't afford that lifestyle. When someone wants to judge you, let them judge you. It's fine. God knows your plans. He knows his plans for you.
Oh.
So don't rush anything. Eventually, whatever that you are planning will work out. Don't try and now force that life. Eventually, whether you're in your 40s or 20s, eventually you're gonna get there.
You will get there.
Yeah,
and with enough money.
With enough money,
That
we
can
even have
work for
change.
you. Oh, nice! Wow, that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Guys, we need to take a bit of a breather, and we'll be back in a few minutes. See you. Hi, guys, we're back. We quickly had to take a breather and come back. From where we left off, Alona. Now, with us making money on social media, it is critical. You've just mentioned that it is critical that we don't live a life that we cannot afford. So now, yes, there are things that normally happens, behind the background and so forth. How do I make sure that whatever that is happening around me doesn't affect me in terms of my overspending?
I feel like know how to separate your wants and needs. And every time when you buy something, make sure you start with your needs so everything is covered.
Okay.
So you don't have to overspend.
Okay.
Because the moment you can't differentiate your needs and wants, that's when the problem starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to take you a bit back with regards to brands.
Yeah.
How do we attract brands as an influencer?
Guys, a lot of influencers lie. They will tell you they don't approach brands. When you're freelancing, you're going to have to approach brands.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Wow. And for me, let's say if you know that you're a beginner, start with small brands. They're going to be willing to work with you.
Yes.
And then the more you build yourself, the more brands you work with, you attract other brands.
Okay.
Because they can see, oh, okay, that's what you focused on. So it starts there. But if you want everything to be more easier for you, you can get a manager.
Okay. The manager will still do.
Yeah, he's gonna get gigs for you.
Yeah,
he or she's gonna get gigs for you, approach brands for you on your behalf, and then
and then that's how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so interesting because that's a part that we don't know how to go about it. Because this is a new thing, new career altogether. Now, to those who are aspiring to be where you are, what would be your last word to them and advice? What advice would you give us?
We all go through a lot, guys, and I feel like everyone knows that. So let's choose to be kind to each other because you'll never know what the next person is going through. So always be kind, be yourself, know yourself and know what you want in life. And also, most importantly, put everything on God and He will make sure everything happens for you on His behalf. So do your part by praying and also working hard and then let Him do the rest.
Oh, that's so mouthful because if you don't take the first step, nothing is going to happen. Nothing at all.
Yes,
you'll
true.
just become a dreamer and nothing. So guys, let's act. Let's put those those steps into motion.
Yes,
so that we can achieve our goal, so that we can also be counted as those that are successful in this new career path. Thank you so much, Lona, and wish you all the best of luck on all your endeavors and hope to see you soon. Got 1 million views.
Oh yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Short and sweet.